Okay, moving on in the sugya, the last thing we determined was that the Gemara wanted to figure out what exactly was the case that we were speaking about in the bundles of wheat, where we said that you must announce it in private property, but you can keep it in public property. The Gemara asks, "Hey Chidami, what are the circumstances?" And the Gemara says, well, it can't be talking about where there is no siman, because then why are you announcing in private property? There is no siman, so you should be able to keep it. So the Gemara concluded that it must be talking about that the bundles of wheat have a siman. And from the fact that they have a siman, yet you're allowed to keep it in public property, we see that this is a siman that is eventually going to be trampled on. It's in public property, and you can keep it. And Siman has Lidares lo have Siman. So if you can keep it, it must not be a good Siman. And this is the Tiyufta de Rava. This disproves Rava. This is where the Gemara, this is where we're at in the Gemara right now. We have seemed to disprove Rava. So Rava doesn't defend himself because at this point where the conversation is taking place, Rava has already passed away. So therefore, the rabbis in the Talmud are trying to defend Rava even though he's not around anymore. So Amalach Rava would tell you, if he was around, this is what he would tell you. He would say, Le'olam deleit behu siman. No. Really, these bundles of wheat don't have siman. We're talking about a case where bundles of wheat don't have a siman. Now, when we brought this up here, we said that that couldn't be the case because if it doesn't have a siman, then why are you announcing it in private property? That's why the Gemara said that can't be the case. So the rabbis here are answering that question. So le'olam deleit behu siman, there is no siman. Udeka amrat birshut hayachid my machris. And when you asked me before, like why would you announce something in private property if there's no siman? So I'm going to tell you what you're going to announce. Machriz makom. You announce the place of that you found it. So it's not that you're announcing the bundles of wheat because you can't announce the bundles of wheat because there's no siman, so there's nothing to announce. But you are announcing the place that you found it. So when the Mishnah up here said that Birshut HaYachid Notel Machriz, the bundles of wheat found in private property, you must announce. What are you announcing? You're announcing the Makom, the place that you found it. Okay, that's what Rava would tell you. And believe it or not, there is actually a machloket on whether or not the place can be a siman or not. Not Rava. Rava says makom lo have siman. He says place you don't announce. To itmar makom, Rava amar lo have siman. But Rava says have siman. Rava says it is a siman. So therefore, according to Rava with an aleph, the situation talking in this sugya that I'm speaking about is bundles of wheat that don't have a siman. And if they don't have a siman, then why do I have to announce it in private property? You're not announcing the bundles of wheat that you found. You're announcing that you found something in a certain place, and hopefully someone can come and get it back. And therefore, it's not a disproof to Rava. Okay, of course, we learned that Rava said here on top, Have Siman, that if you have a bundle, if you have something that's going to be trampled on, it's not a siman. It is a siman, and therefore you must return it. All right. So let's pause here, and we'll write the notes. Okay? So just here are the notes. So Rava would defend himself as follows: the bundles of wheat don't have a siman. Okay, so we're talking about they don't have a siman. So if that's the case, why are we announcing it in private property? They don't have a siman, nothing to announce. So we say no. In private property, he's announcing the place that it was found, not the actual bundle of wheat. Because Rava holds that you could announce the place. The place could act as a siman. I'm going to pause here and summarize the cases between Rabba and Rava. So here's the summary, and you can pause at any time to write this down. According to Rabba with a hey, we're talking about a case where bundles of wheat have a siman. Okay, in public property, we said you can keep the bundles of wheat because the siman will be trampled on. Therefore, it's not a good siman anymore. In private property, you have to announce it because it has a valid siman. No one is trampling on something in private property. It's private property. No one's really walking over there. According to Rava, bundles of wheat don't have a siman. That's the case we're talking about. They don't have a siman. So in public property, you can keep it because they don't have a siman. In private property, you're not announcing the actual wheat, but you're announcing the place. And that is the summary of what we've done so far and how we've managed to understand this case in the Mishnah according to both Rabbah and Rava. Again, you can pause at any time of the video for you to write notes. At this point, I'll conclude the video and we'll continue next time.